have a wheelchair statue. Your Voldemort voice is raspy. Ah. Can you watch this instead? What is this insane?
Today, I want to talk about the great pussification of video games that has happened the past 20 years. Is it a soy-based diet doing this? Is it the rise of OnlyFans simping doing this? If you have recently had the thought, I wonder what new pumpkin-flavored items Trader Joe's has, be careful, my brother in Christ, you might be gay now. But if there's one thing that is
What?
straight as hell, it's the rock-solid video games of the 2000s. Your Gears of War, your Medals of Honor, your Chronicles of Riddicks. These games were masculine as hell, and we want them back, and we're boycotting video games until they come back.
Is there no masculine games anymore in 2024? 2024 games. There's no way. Upcoming release schedule. I need like pictures, man. Do I just look at images? Hmm. Man, he might. God, I hate seeing this game. He might be onto something, guys. I'm not too sure. Space Marine 2. Dude, I heard something about Warhammer where they're doing a show on Amazon and they're trying to like force put in. It's nothing against females, by the way. It's just in Warhammer, there can only be like male soldiers or something. And yeah, Henry Cavill is like super fighting it. He wants it to be lore accurate with the game, but Amazon is trying to like put in stuff, and he's hating it. He doesn't like it. The retconning, yeah, I don't know why they keep doing that shit though. Stop doing that. That sucks. I respect Henry Cavill, by the way. He's leaving. He's not even getting the bag. He's leaving because he doesn't like the way they're retconning or changing up the story. He wants the original story.
I recently saw this disappointing photo of Phil Spencer being pushed out of the photo by two domineering girl bosses who are probably unfulfilled because they're trying to succeed in the corporate world instead of having children at home like God designed them to. And don't you love Phil's cute little Doom shirt? Like, hey guys.
I think he's just. This is just a coincidence picture. I don't think these two ladies are doming him.
I'm still one of the bros, right? Look, like, we can still hang, right? Nah, Phil, you're trash. You got cucked, dude. You're useless. So I have found that there are still people out there who deny the simple fact that games have gone woke, homo, and gay in 2024. So in this video, I'm going to literally prove it to you using science. What we will do is read the back of the box description of 6 random games from 2024, and then we...
Dude, Insaniac linked me this, and Insaniac...
Hi Savix. Have you seen the Asmongold
Yo,
apology
Bowler.
video? If no, would you watch it on stream?
I did not see it. I did
much
not
love
see
from
it.
Norway.
I'll maybe after this. Maybe after this, man. Thank you very much for letting me know, Mr. Bowler Pup. Thank you. Holy man.
We will read the back of the box descriptions of 6 random games from the 2000s. And if what I'm saying is true, we should notice a feminization, a pussification, a gayification of video games that has happened.
Yeah, Fortnite's pretty. I mean, guys, I'm not like a mega Fortnite fan. I mean, these dances are silly for sure, but it was a smart way of, investing in emos so that people grind for it.
The past 20 years. And before you bring up that video games don't have boxes anymore in 2024,
I do mix the box.
Tits, you know what I mean. So to find 6 modern games, I didn't have to look very far. I literally just went to the front page of Xbox Game Pass and found these games. This is clearly what Phil and his team of homos actually expects us men to play. Here they are: Creatures of Ava, Dungeons of Hinterberg, Flintlock Siege of Dawn, Flock, Magical Delicacy, and Chia. Now you might say, oh, Andrew, you're specifically picking out games aimed at children. No, dude, I'm literally just going to the front page of Game Pass, and these are 6 games featured on
Chat, is this the same guy that was making fun of the the little Tetris?
Front page of Game Pass. Also, side note, isn't it weird that these pedo developers are always making games aimed at kids? But that's a whole other thing I'm not going to get into right now. All right, so what games from the 2000s?
Okay, if they are teaching children things, I think that is fucked up. I think schools should just educate the sex stuff. They should figure it out in themselves. Same thing for games, in my opinion. If it's children's game, I think they should learn that in their own.
These are 6 kind of random games that I just happened to pull off the shelf without thinking too much about it. They are Brothers in Arms Road to Hill 30, Ride to Hell Retribution, Modern Warfare 2, Dark Sector, Deus Ex Human Revolution, Chronicles of Riddick, Assault on Dark Athena. And again, all I'm going to do here is read the descriptions and we will compare.
Alt-right? What is alt-right? Go on, Mr. Rumbub. It's a buzzword.
2024, Creatures of Ava. Let your empathy guide you as you play an exciting action-adventure creature saver game. Understand and tame the creatures of Ava and let them lead you through a variety of ecosystems, all in the hopes of saving the planet from a life-consuming infection. I also found out that the 2 main characters of this game are, of course, homosexual black women because, 2024. Let your empathy guide you? Like, what the hell? I don't play video games to let my empathy guide me in, ooh, I want to be gay and collect creatures and like this game just sounds retarded, let's be honest. So now let's compare this with a game from 20 years ago. 2005, Brothers in Arms Road to Hill 30.
Dude, I saw his other video. I don't know who linked it, but I saw his other video and he did the same thing. This is like the same concept.
The back of the box says this.
Okay.
They would sacrifice everything except each other. Like, damn, dude. Just grabs you by the balls. Like, that is the back of a box. I'm like, okay, I'm interested now. That is a dope intro for a back of the box. It goes on, the night before D-Day, 1944, the paratroopers of the 101st Airborne Division are dropped into Normandy and scattered behind enemy lines. As Sergeant Matt Baker leads your squad...
What do you mean, Law? How is that the gayest thing ever?
...through 8 harrowing days.
That's loyalty right there. That's friendship. That's a friendship I want.
...that will define history and unite you forever as brothers in arms. Like, bro, like the balls of these games description. I have to go play this game now. See, this is what's honestly missing from the 2024 homo trash. Like, nothing is good anymore. Nothing grabs us. This is why video games profits are down. And they've completely quit catering to their base market of men. Next game, 2024 Dungeons of Hinterberg. Armed with a sword and a tourist guide, explore the beautiful alpine village of Hinterberg and uncover the magic hidden within its dungeons. Master magic, solve puzzles, slay monsters.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I think this game looks cool.
All this and more awaits you.
I think if they make a female character cool, the game's cool, man. It's like Nier Automata. I like the 2B. She's super strong and cool, right?
In Hinterberg. Like, okay, I like swords, but based on the game's art style, I know within the first 5 minutes, we're meeting somebody's non-binary boyfriend. Like, nah, dude, I'm good. Now compare this with the 2013 masterpiece.
Oh, fuck, I didn't play. I don't know. I didn't know there was
Ride to Hell Retribution. Back of the box says this. 2 fists, 2 wheels, no rules. Now, it's a little cheesy, but I already know one thing. This game has balls, but it gets better. A lone rider, Jake Conway, locked in a battle to the death against a ruthless gang of bikers called the Devil's Hand. Okay, and you got a hot chick on the back. Like, dude, I'm in. I want to play this game now.
Honestly, dude, maybe these games do really change how kids grow up, though, because there was a lot of kids that looked like this in my school.
You got a hot chick on the back.
They were pretty badass.
Like, dude, I'm in. I want to play this game now. These 2024 games will be 3 sentences long and still can't grab my attention. And then with like one word, this 2013 game completely has me by the balls. Like, guys, it kind of makes me sad that America actually used to export like cool stuff to the world, and now it's just homo woke garbage that America is exporting. Like, I know you dudes in Europe know what I'm talking about. Like, America used to export, you know, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, the Stallone movies, like all of the awesome stuff of the 80s and 90s.
Dude, this guy sounds like a classic WoW player. It's like, oh man, classic WoW was so badass. Alliance versus Horde. We fought freaking cool monsters and bosses. We don't have any of that anymore. Dude, doesn't it?
Look at like the homo trash garbage that America is exporting today.
Maybe that's how people really feel, huh?
Next game, 2024 Flintlock Siege of Dawn. Step into the boots of Nor Van Anik, an elite member of the Coalition Army, joined by Inky, a mysterious fox-like companion, in their quest for vengeance against the gods. Guided by Inky, who shares his knowledge of the world with you, your combat skills and traversal abilities will be imbued with this magical powers, making you a duo to be reckoned with. Like, nah. Dude, it just sounds gay. It sounds queer. Why is every game like this now? It's always some magical nonsense that never sounds cool. It's like none of these developers beta tested any of these ideas with normal guys. I guarantee you get a bunch of straight dudes in a room and they would tell you this idea was terrible. Oh, but the cherry on top, of course, is this. Black female lesbian girl boss as the main character. Like, F off, dude. I'm not playing. I think it's a woman. It might be a man. It might be a they, them. All right, jumping back to the 2000s. And I know this isn't fair to compare this game, but it just popped off my shelf. 2009 Modern Warfare 2. Back of the box says this. Modern Warfare 2 continues the gripping and heart-racing action as players face off against a new threat dedicated to bringing the world to the brink of collapse. Like, yes, dude, I want to know that new threat dedicated to bringing the world to the brink of collapse. Also, if you had played Call of Duty before this, you're kind of already invested, so it's a great tagline. 2024 game, Flock. Flock is a multiplayer co-op game about the joy of flight and collecting adorable flying creatures with your friends. Soar through beautiful...
This just looks like a children's game. I'm curious if all his contents are like this. Oh my God.
Landscapes, seeking out rare and elusive creatures to add to your flock. Like, dude, this shit is gay. Like, this is either designed for a 5-year-old or it's designed for a 30-year-old gay man or it's designed for a woman. But none of those people are buying Xboxes. Like, Phil, you're retarded.
Nah, 30-year-old mans are all playing WoW, buddy.
All right, jumping back to the 2000s. This is a good one. Dark Sector 2008. Become the ultimate weapon. The virus, the source of your pain. Your enemy, your power. Unleash the deadly power of the glaive and become the hero. Like, dude, that's the back of a box right there. Now I'm intrigued. Now I'm like, whoa, a virus? My power? What is the glaive? Like, what is this about? I want to become the ultimate weapon. Like,
hi.
In the 2000s, games were made by straight dudes. And in 2020, games are made by mostly gay men and women. Like, it's that simple. Men, actual straight men, we want power. We want cool weapons. We want, deadly powers and glaives and becoming the ultimate weapon. That sounds cool. But if you're a gay man or a woman or a child, none of which are people who actually play video games, then you want to collect adorable creatures. It really comes down to that. 2024, Magical Delicacy, and I've made fun of this game before. A wholesome pixel art platformer. Cook magical delicacies from a vast collection of ingredients in your own shop. Explore an unfamiliar town and deliver tasty treats to the townsfolk. Like, no, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, no straight guy has ever thought, I want to deliver tasty treats to the townsfolk. That is something women would do, but that is not something a straight guy would be like, ooh, I want to deliver tasty treats. Jumping back to a classic from the 2000s. Deus Ex Human Revolution 2011. The big text says, the truth will change you. Like, damn, son, what truth? I have to know.
These are fair these are very fair comparisons.
It goes
guys.
on. Critically injured after a deadly attack. Adam Jensen undergoes a life-saving operation, augmenting him with powerful cybernetics.
Damn, this
Caught
guy looks
in the middle of
badass,
a vast
though.
conspiracy, Adam's choices will affect both himself and all of humanity as he seeks answers across the globe. Like, dude, I am rock hard right now. Like, I want to play this game. I don't want to play anything about collecting adorable creatures or delivering gay treats to people's houses. I want to play whatever Human Revolution is about. And it's funny because, like, I can't put my finger on exactly what made 2000s games so good, but it has something to do with men. Dude, we're dudes and we want games about dudes. And we want games about male transformation and identity and a man who is going through something, who is actually a man. I can't really describe what made the 2000s games so good other than that they're focused exclusively on the male
I'm trying
psyche,
to gather my thoughts here.
because it was
on
men
what
playing
he's
the
saying.
games. It's always been men playing the games. So as long as Sony and Xbox don't realize,
I think there's still a lot of good games coming out, but since gaming is so popular, there's a lot of versions of games. I think the comparisons he's making, some can be true, but some can be unfair. He's kind of cherry picking like badass games back in the day, and then like these games I haven't played or seen before, right? That being said, there are definitely checklists that these high companies give them to make in the game. Those are a factor. Just like the Netflix series we were talking about, Warhammer, how they're trying to like put in things the game doesn't originally have, or in the lore it's not accurate, but they're doing that anyways. Yes, there are some things like that for sure.
this obvious
And people
fact
don't like that.
and keep
If
designing.
it's forced in, people don't like it. If it's just naturally done, people are fine with it. This might be a dangerous talk, but I think it's fine in my head of thinking. Disney movies and Netflix, there are some shows where they introduce some characters people might not like, right? But if you look at Bleach had, those things people really question about, and they put it in naturally and it works. If you introduce the characters like naturally and it doesn't feel forced, it works fine. One Piece too, yeah. There's a lot of other shows that introduce it fine, and it works. It's just when you retcon and introduce it in the wrong manners, people will get fucking pissed off about that, right?
Games for 14-year-old girls, for women,
And that's
and for gay
acceptable.
men.
I'm not agreeing with
I
this
truly
guy
think
at all, by
Xbox
the
is
way.
going
I'm
to go out of
just
business.
speaking
and
out of
Sony
my
will
own
go out of
right
business
now.
if they don't figure out who their audience is quickly. 2024 game, Chia, a tropical open world adventure. Take control of any animal or object you can find and jam on your fully playable ukulele. Like, no, dude, this just sounds like some cozy garbage trash game. Like, if I wanted to, if I wanted to chill
looks
out
like a
and do
children's
nothing, I
game.
would just go do something besides play a video game. But when I play a video game, I want to have like an intense experience. I don't want to have some cozy trash experience.
That's why we have the choices to play other games.
So my only thinking with this is that Xbox seems to
Thank you,
think that their
Burrito.
target is gay men, 5-year-olds, and women. But the super obvious fact, as I've said it again and again, is that their audience is full of 30-year-old dudes. So like at this point, I just think Xbox is probably going to go bankrupt because they keep putting stuff like this out. All right, and let's look at the final game
Our
here that I
final one,
found
guys.
from the 2000s. And it is called The Chronicles of Riddick, Assault on Dark Athena. You already know this box is about to go hard. At the top, it says in big letters, there is power in darkness. See, like men, we want power. We're all about powers and domination and conquering. Understand your audience, guys. Below that, it says a dark, intense shooter set in an epic sci-fi world. Like, this is all things we want. We want darkness, we want intensity, we want shooting, and we want sci-fi. Riddick brings the darkness with stealth, action, and brutal
Riddick had a
melee
movie too,
combat.
right?
And then for the first time, play as Riddick in multiplayer on System Link or online.
Yo,
Below that,
Nico.
it says, be Riddick,
Thank you very
the
much,
most
sir, for
ruthless
the crown.
criminal in the universe. In his latest chronicle, Riddick has been captured by the Dark Athena, a mercenary ship held
Oh, it was originally a movie and then
him
again. Okay,
once
okay.
and for all. Using his intense hand-to-hand combat skills, explosive firepower, and lethal stealth, Riddick must
His weapon's
shut down
badass.
the maniacal Captain Ravos and her deadly crew when Riddick steps into the darkness. No one is safe. Like, dude, don't you want to play that game? Darkness, power, prison. These describe the kind of games that guys, that straight men want to play. And it's sad to see the video game industry completely bottoming out and completely dying.
I mean, I think this is for
right now because they're chasing audiences that don't exist. Gay men don't play your games. Kids don't play Xboxes. Women don't play Xboxes. Phil Spencer and PlayStation and all these companies need to wake up and freaking realize that straight dudes are playing these games and they need to be making games for us. So developers, if you are listening, give us manly games. Give us power. Give us darkness. Give us violence. Give us brawny buff dudes who beat the crap out of people with our sick powers. And if y'all do this, if y'all quit being pussies, if y'all quit pussifying the game industry and actually give us manly games,
badass?
We will buy games again. But the video game industry, the video game economy is going to keep crashing.
I don't think he's satire, chat. I think he's for reals. Or is he? From the thumbnails he has, I think he actually, you know, the Giga chat. I said my piece like 2 minutes ago. I think that's all I need to say. That's all I need to say. Whoo, his Stagger's alt account, huh?